This is a quick demonstration of how to load film in the Yashica 124G. First thing you need to do is, of course, open up the back. There's a little knob on the bottom. You can see there's a couple of arrows, O for open, C for close. We're going to turn it towards open. That'll release this catch and let us open up the back. And once we got the back open, the first thing we need to do is make sure the camera's set for 120 film. There's a little window right here, this pressure plate. It should say 12EX in green letters. It's short for 12 exposures, and that means it's set for 120 film. Now, this pressure plate moves by pressing it back and then sliding it down. That'll change it to 24 exposures, which is the setting for 220 film. But today we're going to be loading 120, so move it back up. Now the next step you need to do is find the take-up spool. 120 film comes spooled on these little plastic spools. Usually you'll find one here in the feed position on the camera. If you just bought the camera, there's probably one there. If there's not, you can get one from your local camera store if they still develop 120 film. Another photographer who shoots 120 film, or ask around on the online forums and you can probably find one. They'll send one to you. You'll need one of these to be able to use the camera. If it's installed in the camera, there's these little knobs here. You pull it straight out and that'll release the spool. Now, to move this to the take-up position, you can see that there's flanges on this little knob inside that the spool sets against. So what you'll need to do is get the spool in place, pull the finger knob out, the knob on the side out, and get the spool lined up on those flanges, lined up with the other hole. You may have to press it in some, and there we go. Spool's in place. You want to make sure that this slot is facing upwards. Sometimes when you put it in, it'll end up where it's not. It's no problem. Just turn the winder crank until it's facing straight up. Once that's done, get your film. For this I'm shooting 120. Comes in a box and wrapped in plastic. Peel the plastic off and you have this unexposed. This is just a band